Guys, I had all this new makeup filmed in a video and it ended up just going on Instagram because my audio was like super messed up. This little guy is giving me problems. Anyway, I'm gonna just film a little get ready with me. It's not gonna be the same look because it's on Instagram, but I do have other new makeup products that I want to play with, and we're just gonna do a little chit chat, get ready with me, and hang out. So if you're doing your makeup or you have a good snack, enjoy. Like, I put the footage on my computer, guys. It was like so sad. I always see people on like Instagram doing these tutorials with their hair like down and they're doing their foundation and it just looks so effortless. If I don't have my face like fully exposed, like hair back, I can't do it. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. All right, I'm just gonna turn you so I can see into my mirror. How do they do it? How do they put their foundation on with their hair right in their face? I mean, if I could, I would. Alright, so let's get started. All my skincare is on. I do have like a whole separate video on my skincare. If you're curious, I'll link it below. So I'm gonna hop in. I've been using this quite a bit lately. This is the Covergirl Neutralizing Primer. This is green, so it's great if you have like red undertones or a lot of acne. I have some redness on my cheeks, and this also has been really good. I've been wearing it for like maybe the last week, and I think it's been really good too just to keep my makeup on. I do think it's a good formula, and it does kind of give you a little bit of a pore fill-in too, so it feels really smooth. Okay, so there's a foundation that everyone's been talking about that I finally just tried for the first time. Like, finally. I feel like I'm the last person to try this, and I didn't even do a first impression on it. It was in my last Get Ready With Me. I feel like I've been raving about it everywhere but YouTube. So I finally bought what everyone's been talking about. It's the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation, 24-hour wear. I'm the shade Classic Ivory. Guys, this is no joke. I have been wearing this foundation every day since I bought it. I'm obsessed. I'm so sorry I didn't do a first impression on it. It's crazy. It reminds me so much of Double Wear from Estee Lauder. Like, if you need a good dupe for that. Well, I'm not oily anymore, so it might not be as oil controlling as Double Wear. I don't know, because I'm not producing oil right now from my medication. It stays on seriously all day. All day. It still looks so good at the end of the day. It doesn't oxidize. The coverage is like crazy. Like, just look at that. I think it was around $10. It's amazing, guys. I also take a little bit of this on my beauty blender. It's the Urban Decay Drop Shot Mix In Facial Oil. So I just have a little bit on my beauty sponge. So I just do like a little bit of a drop. It smells so good, and it just gives like a little bit more luminosity and hydration. So if you're on like the drier side or you just want to look a little bit more glowy, it's really nice. I have my laundry going and it's so loud right now. I have no idea if you'll be able to hear it, but if you do, I'm sorry. It's so rare, I feel like, you find a drugstore foundation that like just stays on, doesn't crack, doesn't move, doesn't seep into pores. It just, oh my god. If you haven't tried it yet, guys, it's gotta be top on your list. So I also got a new shade of Shape Tape. I ran out of my last one, so I ended up getting, I felt like the last one I ordered was a little bit too dark, but the first one I ordered was way too light, so I got a shade in between. This is Fair Beige. So let's see how the color is. It's much better, because literally the first one I got was like, oh my god, it was way too light. But the last one I felt like it wasn't dramatic enough. And this is just like my all-time favorite concealer. I just love that concealer. I have a few new setting powders that I've been dabbling in. The Becca Hydra Mist powder is so wacky. Like, you put it on and it literally feels like you're putting water on your skin. When the powder hits, it's like a cool splash of water. It's so weird. But I really like it, so if you're dry, I recommend that. And I also got the Veil Translucent Setting Powder from Hourglass, and I want to see if I can bake with it, because I truly don't know if I could, but I'm gonna try. Could go really badly, but We'll find out, won't we? I want to go like full glam today. Do you guys like how I just totally forgot to like highlight the rest of my face? I just totally forgot. So yeah, I want to do like a really glam look today. I'm going to film another video after this. So I want to go like all out, super glam. Okay, so I'm trying to think, what do I have to update you guys on? God, I feel like I talk about everything in, you know, the weekly vlogs or on the podcast. If you didn't know, I have a podcast. Comes out every Sunday on iTunes and SoundCloud. It's a dreary day today. I want to go to the movies. I need to see the new Amy Schumer movie. I want to see I Feel Pretty. I think that looks really good. So I want to see that. There's another movie I wanted to see too. I feel like a lot of the good summer movies are going to start to come out soon. Let me know what movies you guys are, you know, wanting to see this summer, because your girl needs some recommendations. Alright, so I'm going to try to bake with the Hourglass translucent veil. I don't know if it's meant for setting. I don't think it is, but I mean, it's meant for setting, but not for baking. I don't know. We're going to find out. Maybe it will be great. Maybe I just found out like a new amazing setting powder. Baking powder. I cannot keep those two words separate. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks promising, but you just never really know. Alright, let's bake everything else. Whenever I'm going for like full glam, you know, hardcore, I bake everywhere I put that concealer to highlight to get a more intense look here. Okay, so I think it's time to do our brows. I'm going to use the same brow pencil I've been using for like the last month because I'm obsessed with it, and I don't like anything else right now, and you gotta use what you like for your brows. So I love this pencil from The Balm Cosmetics. It's called Ferocious, and I am the shade Light Brown. It's just so good. It's such a good brow pencil. I talk about it way too much, I know. I need to do my eyebrows. You know what, it's been like just a little too long, and you're like, ooh. What did I tell you? I'm officially out of this one here. But guys, I'm not even playing, because you know what? I bought multiples. I bought 3 last time I ordered. Okay, and before I go in and clean them up with concealer, I like to use my Boy Brow from Glossier. This stuff is magical. If you didn't see, I did a whole video on like, is Glossier worth the hype? What products are worth your buck? And this was one of them. On the days I go to the gym or I'm just wearing like brows and mascara, all I use is this on my brows. It's amazing. I don't know what it is about it. Like, even just on plain brows, you can't really tell right now just because I have brow pencil on, but this stuff looks beautiful by itself. I don't know how it does it, but it just makes your brows look so much thicker and like put together. This stuff's amazing. I'm definitely going to order more when I run out, but I'm also going to clean up my brows because I always go just a little too crazy on my brows. I know it's because I'm not patient. Like, I know I don't have the patience to like perfectly do my brows when I know I can just clean them up with concealer in like 2 seconds. And then I just kind of blend in that concealer. My laundry's so loud. Should I go pause it? I also like need it to be done though. And I might be here for a while. Okay, so I'm gonna do my eyeshadow while I'm still baking, just because I really do think I might have some fallout. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids. I've been using the Covergirl lid lockup. I'll link everything below. And I am just gonna set that with a little bit of powder before I go in so it's not so tacky. So I have 2 new eyeshadow palettes that I have been playing with. Well, I've only been playing with this one. This is the Stila Eyes Are the Window palette called Soul. It's so pretty. It's like the most beautiful neutral tones. Like, they're all like earthy and neutral, and I think it's such a pretty palette. It's got like half shimmer, half matte. And then I also haven't played with this yet. I want to play with this today. It's the Jeffree Star sister. Hi, sister. Androgyny Palette. I wanted to do something a little bit more unique and play around with those. Maybe dabble in like the orange and the red. That could be really pretty. So let's go ahead and start off. I'm going to mix these two palettes probably because there's just a couple shades in here that I love. So I'm going to start off with this like kind of taupey shade and just get like some transitional shade going first because I always need something to start with here. So while I'm in this palette, I'm going to go ahead and highlight. So this second shade down here is gorgeous for highlighting. Like it just looks poppin' on the brow bone. Like it's so bright and beaming. Like it's so intense you even have to like wipe a little bit away because it's just a lot. I'm going to take that same shade and put it in my inner corner. Like do you see how bright that is, guys? It's crazy. I love this palette. Like this might be my new favorite like neutral palette. This might replace my Tartelette Bloom. I love it. I know. Jumping the gun here. Okay, so now I'm going to hop into the Androgyny palette. I'm going to start off with that middle shade that's called Charm. And I'm going to work that right in that same outer crease and start to blend it in. Such a pretty color. I feel like this palette is very fall and I'm like using it in the spring, but it's okay. It's still beautiful. I will say this is blending out really nicely. Also that first Stila palette has really nice blendability. I really like it. And this one is seeming to also. It's not like got a lot of fallout. It's not chalky. It's like the perfect level of pigment. Good old Jeffree Star coming through. Girl. I didn't even realize this would actually be like a really nice transitional shade. It's like a nice matte taupe. I didn't even notice that. I was looking at everything else. So now I'm going to go in and take some of Frosting. It's a really pretty kind of metallic-y, shimmery gold, like mustardy color. And I'm just going to start to take that on the lid and kind of give a little depth on our eye, and then I'm just going to blend those two together. So now I'm going to go in with Fetish. It's this really beautiful matte brick shade, and I'm just going to start to work that in the outer V. And I'm also kind of pulling it out, you know, a little bit higher and outer for a little bit more drama, but also just to make my eye look a little bit bigger. And I'm going to blend that out afterwards, soften it up a little bit, but I just want it to really like pull out my eye. It'll look way more put together once we have like lashes on, so don't you worry. Ooh, these colors are so pretty and they blend together so nicely. Okay guys, so I'm gonna try to do something that I never do because I think this will go really pretty with this look. I'm grabbing the Rose Gold Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow and I'm gonna try to cut my crease. I'm really not good at this, but I'm trying to do different things for you guys, and I just want to expand, get back into being creative, because like I love doing, you know, interesting things, but I get really into like my favorite, because I just love neutral looks, but I really want to do more. I will say that was only slightly easier because I've used the doe foot here. It's much harder without it, but okay. We're doing it. I'm just trying to blend that little outer part here. Pretty good though. Pretty good for me. Pretty good. Progress is always progress, right guys? Right? It's about getting them even too. That's a little bit more stressful. Okay, so if you are new with cut creases and it's like really hard, like I feel you girl, but maybe try something like this just because it's a little bit easier to like do a straight little, you know, half circle or whatever you're doing with the big doe foot. You can just kind of follow a little bit more easily, but it's definitely not the best, but I'm proud of myself for continuing to try. And this color I think looks really pretty with the look. It's all kind of like rose gold, red tones, and I just want to make sure because I went like above my eye crease because I have hooded eyes. So I just got to kind of like lean back for a second and let it dry. so it doesn't like get all wonky. So I'm just gonna sit like this for a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I literally was just on a phone call with Lily for 20 minutes. So while I was on the phone call, we just chatted. She needed to talk to me. So I put my liquid eyeliner on and I think it looks actually, I'm actually pretty proud of myself right now because this is different for me. I'm trying, guys. I think it looks really good with eyeliner. And you can really see the cut crease when I like go like this. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that like red brick shade. I'm gonna take just a tiny bit more and just like kind of lightly add a little bit more and blend, you know, where that cut crease ends. I'm having a really good eyeliner day, so like all is right in the world. You know when your eyeliner comes out right on the first try and you're like, oh, thank you, Lord. I use the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. It's my all-time favorite liquid eyeliner and it is so affordable. Stays on all day, does not flake off, it's opaque. So I'm gonna throw on my mascara. I'm gonna do my bottom mascara and my bottom like eyeshadow after I do my baking and swipe that away because it's gonna get all messed up if I do it now. I have been obsessed with Lily lashes lately. They're so good. They're pricey as hell, but if you take good care of them, you can use them like a bunch of times. So I'm just gonna throw on a pair called Opulence. Be right back. Okay, so I'll go ahead, like I said, I'll do my bottom under eye after we finish up my face. Okay, my face. So I love this brush. This is also from Hourglass. It's got two sides. So I like to use this side to do my face powder and this side to wipe away my baking. Okay, moment of truth. Let's see. Let's see if this works for baking. Ooh. Girl, it's nice. It's really nice. Okay. Oh my god, it even looks kind of better than my other baking powders. Okay, I would definitely say this is approved. The Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder is definitely approved for under eye baking. I think it looks beautiful. It's like bright and smooth looking. Okay. I think, you know, I'm just going to use that powder today to set the rest of my face. Oh, Hourglass, you like never let me down. I'm such an Hourglass fan. I'm going to use this new one from Urban Decay. It's from their new Beached collection. This is in the shade Bronzed. It's got really cute little beachy packaging. It's a really nice color. I've been using it a lot lately. It's like the perfect amount of like cool, but it gives you a really nice natural looking bronze. It's not like orangey, but it's kind of warm enough. I don't know. It's like the perfect summer bronze. Everything from their bronzed or beached collection, everything from their beached collection is really, really pretty. I'm just gonna throw on a little bit of my favorite Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush. This is the shade Call My Blush. Just a really pretty rosy color. And now I'm gonna highlight with the Urban Decay collab with Kristen Leanne. Been still loving this highlight palette. Ooh. That highlight is crazy. And then I like to just kind of blend my blush a little bit so it's not such like a harsh highlight line. For my nose contour, I'm using my favorite, the Balm Cosmetics Take Home the Bronze. And I just do an easy breezy little contour down the center of the nose. Did I say the center of the nose? The sides of my nose. Silly goose. And I bring it up into the bone under my brow so it looks like a more natural contour. Okay, so now I'm going to go under my eye and just smoke out the bottom a little bit. So I really think it needs that look. So I'm going to use both Fetish and Charm, these two shades that we used up above. And I'm going to kind of like do it kind of reverse from the top. So I'm going to do a little bit of the red first and then kind of blend it out with that orangey color called Charm. So once that red is on, I'm grabbing the orange and I'm going right below it. And I'm just going to take my blending brush. Ooh, I think that looks pretty good. Throw on a little bottom mascara. Alright, so now our eyes are done. I'm not used to being a smoky girl. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and finish up with the lip. I have been loving this lip color lately. I've worn it so much and everyone always asks what it is. So I'm going to start off with the ColourPop collab with I Love Sarahi. I don't know if I'm saying that name correctly. Sorry, girl. And it's the Lippie Pencil, and it's like such a pretty nude color. And I recently got the Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Birthday Suit, and it's gorgeous. I have a sufficient amount of lip gloss on. This is such a good lip liner. I love the formula. Like, look at how pretty they look together. You can do kind of like a nice ombre look. Guys, I love this lip combination so much. And Urban Decay sent me this all-nighter spray with my name on it, so I have to use it. And because I am dry, I'm also going to mix in the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist, which I am obsessed with. I'm not going to lie, guys, this might be one of my favorite looks that I've ever done. I feel like it's kind of my first successful cut crease that doesn't look absolutely tragic. If you follow me, you know I'm a very neutral person, but I do feel like this is a great way to do something neutral but a little bit more glam, a little bit more amped up. I'll link down below everything that I used, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to keep doing kind of different things for me, like switching it up, next time I definitely want to play with this and use like the blues and the green colors, but I'm easing my way into this, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and I love you so much. You're beautiful, and you have all the magical things to offer this world. Alright, guys, I'll see you very soon. Bye.
I go anywhere.